for the NFL Countdown at insidersroom.com. Just going to give you a couple quick plays here. Going to turn it over to Rye Cape for a couple of plays, and we'll call it a night. We can get out and start watching some football. Yeah, if you check out jesseshield.com's YouTube page or site, you'll find this one play I put up so you can see the analysis on that. I gave out the Philadelphia Eagles over Dallas. I'd probably buy that down to 2.5. I think it's going to be a 3-point game either way. Even though if you look at the past history, it doesn't look like it should be a close game because the average margin of victory is like 16.1 points in the last eight meetings. But I think this is going to be a close game. It's going to come down to the defenses and which offense doesn't make the most mistakes. So check that out. If you want deeper analysis, check that out over at jesseshield.com. My other play, again, I gave this out on picks and parlays. I took the Saints over the Bears. It's not a great play. It's not a play that I normally play, but I don't get to choose over there. But just my thought on that one is, again, it's Tyson Badgett. He looked good 2 weeks ago, but I think last week he kind of showed what he's really made of. I think the Saints defense will confuse them, and I just don't think the Bears will score enough in that game. So I'm gonna lay the big number with the Saints. I just don't think the Bears can. The Bears might not score enough just to cover that number. But that's just a couple quick thoughts on two games for Sunday from me. But for better in-depth analysis and better thoughts here on two games for Sunday, I'm going to turn it over to Rye. He's got a couple of totals here for you for
Yeah,
Sunday's action.
that Saints game, man, that got steamed up.
Yeah.
I took it
Yeah.
earlier Tuesday in the week. I forget what it was. What is it, 8.5 now?
It was 8.5 today. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so
Not
I
a, not
got
a great number. Not a great number, but hey, it is the Bears.
it is the Bears. Yeah, they should win by at least double digits. All right. So yeah, I got two unders today. If you want over, you can check out that same video on jesseshield.com or his YouTube. Seattle at Baltimore. So both of these teams lead their division. They're both on win streak. Ravens play excellent defense. They run the ball well. Seattle's offense is streaky, so I don't know how well they're going to do on the East Coast playing in Baltimore. I do think it helps that they get the extra hour from the clocks getting turned back. But I think it helps the defenses more. Seahawks defense has been great. They have had some success defending Lamar in the past. I think the addition of Leonard is also going to help with the running game. I don't know how much he'll play, but I think he'll get some snaps here. So both teams have been racking up points as of late, but I think defense is going to be the star here. Ravens trend to the under as favorites. They especially trend to the under at home. I expect a close, grinded out game here with the late field goal to win it. I'm going with the under here. And then my second play is going to be on Tampa Bay and Houston. I'm also taking the under here. These teams don't have much history. Tampa Bay is coming off of a long week. The under is combined between these two teams is 11-3. Both teams struggle in the red zone, so that's a big red flag, helps the under. Tampa Bay defense should be able to keep Stroud in check. Texans have trouble running the ball. Bucks have trouble running the ball. So both teams are going to be one-dimensional. Buccaneers have averaged only 12.3 points per game. They've yet to score 20 points in a loss this season. And Texans, on the other hand, commit a lot of penalties. So I think this is going to be an ugly, low-scoring game.
Yeah, I was listening to a local sports station. I think his name's Scott Stevens. He runs a Circa sports book out in Vegas, and they're asking him, these some of these totals. It's like, really low totals, and he says, yeah, he goes, but they've been getting killed all season on unders. So like everything is going under, and he says, they set a number and people just keep betting it down and down and down. He says, he doesn't know. That's all. He says that's all he can do is he set a number and just keep changing it. He doesn't know what to do. He says, he figures sooner or later it's got to turn around, but he doesn't know when.
Yeah, it's funny. NBA's been like that too. Like the opening totals have been just lowered, lower, lower. I know the Golden State game yesterday it moved down like 10 points.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't remember what game there's, but isn't there like an NFL game that's in like the low 30s?
I mean, the one tonight's 36.
Okay,
There's
yeah,
a,
that
there's
might
a
be it.
college game that
It's
opened
29,
29 and a half. Yeah.
29 and a half. Yeah, yeah. I think there's three. I think there's a college. It might be college. There's one that's 29 and a half. I think there's one that's 31, and then I think there's one like 34 and a half. I mean,
There's also one that's 75 or 76 and a half, something like that. USC game.
no, I still think that game's going over.
Probably.
Well, it's USC, USC Washington, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that game's going over. I think there's gonna be 80.
Yeah, it might be.
80. It could I could see maybe even 90 in that game. All right. Ryan, where can the people find you? What you got going on? How have you been doing the last week or so?
Yep. You can find me at Rycape on all social media. I've actually been heating up. I've been doing really well in the NHL, the NBA. I swept college football last weekend. I swept the NFL last weekend. I do have a hockey play that's going off shortly in about 10 minutes. If you want to go check that out. As always, I'll have all these plays up as free plays on pickadvisor.com. And you can get all my premium plays at insidersroom.com.
All right, sounds good. And this Sunday, it's the last
Yeah, it's the final NASCAR report of the season. So come check us out Sunday at noon. We had a winner last week. We cashed it outright. See if we can make it 2 in a row.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you Sunday. Guys, we'll let you go early. You can go watch some football, get in there, and hopefully cash some tickets. Good luck this weekend, and we'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, my ride or die free play is the Tennessee Titans +3. Make sure you get that 3. I'd buy the half point to make it 3.
Yep. Sounds good. All right, check that out, and yeah, we'll see you Sunday.
All right, let's cash